Coping with Tre Tailor, giving you info and advice to help you thrive and survive in life. Because we'll always be coping with something. Coping. Hey there, thank you so much for joining us on Coping. I'm Tre Tailor. We are giving you info and advice to help you thrive and survive in life because we will always be coping with something. Today, we are coping with men's health. June is Men's Health Awareness Month. Vivian Armstead joins us. She is with the Trinity Educational Center. They've got an event coming up on Saturday, June 24th. Vivian, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Trey. And how are you today?
Doing excellent, hon. We're going to get right back with you in just a short for you to tell us all about this men's health event. But first, hey, don't forget that scrolling on the bottom of the screen throughout the show, you will see information on COVID tests, vaccines, community events, job listings, financial resources, including scholarships, help with your rent, mortgage, bills, and more. We are streaming live on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So please post, share, like, and follow so we can get the message to the masses. The message that we are coping with today is men's health. June is Men's Health Awareness Month, and the Trinity Educational Center is hosting a men's summit Saturday, June 24th. Vivian Armstead joins us with the details. Thank you again so much for joining us. Hey, Vivian, why did Trinity decide to do a men's health summit?
Well, it was like you said, it's June is a Men's Health Month, Awareness Month, and our ministry usually have activities going on during Men's Health Month. Mm-hmm. And so we are a part of a national group out of the National Minority Quality Forum Centers for Sustainable Health. They have a Faith Health Alliance that are working across the nation with churches to bring it birthed out of COVID and the disparity between the vaccination rates between African Americans and other minorities and other ethnic groups. There was a huge gap in our vaccine uptake. Yeah. And so it was also in the middle of flu season, and there was a disparity in our flu uptake. COVID slowed down all vaccinations, with doctors' offices being closed, being overwhelmed, people being in. So the National Minority Quality Forum put together some resources with Dr. Laura Lee Hall to give to churches involved in bringing health information to their communities, especially communities like ours that are heavily impacted by health disparities. So the objective is to close the gap. That's why one of our speakers on June 24th here at the Trinity Education Center is Dr. Thaddeus Bell out of Charleston, South Carolina, who has a nonprofit named Closing the Gap in Health Disparities. Right. And he is a male who has dealt with health disparities and has been a family practice doctor for many, many, many years. He will be our keynote speaker. And then from the National Faith Alliance with the Minority Quality Forum, Bishop J.L. Carter, who's over the Ark Church in Baltimore, Maryland, who is the leader of the Faith Alliance under the Minority Quality Forum out of Baltimore, Maryland. He will be a guest speaker, and on that Sunday, he will be delivering the services at Trinity Baptist Church. And so we felt that we would do something that would benefit men during Men's Health Month, but the holistic approach to the family. So this forum, the title is Healthy Men Leading Healthy Families. Mm-hmm. And you know, men are late to the doctor. They're late being diagnosed. They are late to let you know what's happening. And women and families have to push them into doing preventative services. Yeah. We react rather than take action. And so the Bible says, my people perish from lack of knowledge. And so our leader, Dr. Thurman Bowens Jr., met with myself, who I'm co-chair of our health and wellness ministry, and our men's ministry, our brotherhood, Carl Brown, and Kirk Shields, who's over the tech center. And we decided that when we did Men's Health Month, we wanted to do something that the community could benefit from. Yeah. And so when we contacted the National Minority Equality Forum, Bishop Carter agreed to come down for Men's Health Month. And so then we contacted Dr. Bell, who agreed to be our keynote speaker. And he will be talking about health disparities that impact African Americans: cancer, diabetes, heart
Yeah.
disease, obesity, HIV/AIDS. All of the major health disparities, African Americans, and particularly African Americans in South Carolina in zip codes 29203, 204, and 205 are disproportionately impacted by health disparities. So what we're working toward is trying to educate people so that we can move toward health equity.
Awesome. So before I ask any other questions, girl, you are a powerhouse. I asked one question and you kept going. That's the guest that we want. That's all good. So listen, Viv, I want to ask about Dr. Bell, because you're right. He is just world renowned. Columbia, South Carolina, born and raised in Charleston, doing some great things with his nonprofit. So you say he's going to talk about the health disparities in men, but I also know people can actually ask him some questions.
Oh, yes. He's from C.A. Johnson, right here up the street from Trinity, and he will be talking about health disparities that disproportionately impact African American men, but African Americans in general and other minorities. So you'll be able to ask Dr. Bell questions. He does a very informal talk. When he does talk, it's not like a lecture. We will be having a continental breakfast that day. We will be having a luncheon. And because the bishop is coming and Dr. Bell, we're putting on the Ritz for him. So the luncheon that's why we're doing your show and trying to get the word out and trying to get people to call and pre-register so that we can have a tally that we can present to the caterer so that we can cover all of our guests on that day.
Well, people can see the information on the screen right now where they need to call to make sure that you guys have enough resources to take care of everyone. As you say, there's a continental breakfast and registration starts at 9, I believe. And then people can enjoy the forum, ask questions, get the information they need, and also then have a great lunch. I know that there are door prizes. Now, is this for men only, Vivian?
No. That's why we said healthy men leading healthy families. It's for the whole community at large. And like prior to you having a conflict in scheduling, you were going to be our moderator for the event. But the moderator for the day now will be Dr. Bambi Gaddis. So there will be several what we call subject matter experts when it comes to health, people that have been health advocates for years. Even Bishop Carter, in his undergraduate studies, his degree is in biology and chemistry.
Awesome.
So he has been a health advocate on the national scene for many, many, many years. So he'll be bringing his knowledge. We spoke this morning with Dr. Tailor from Gilead Sciences. He'll be bringing his knowledge. We're partnering with the Balm in Gilead. We're partnering with the HIV vaccine clinical trial out of Fred Hutch Cancer Research Center. We're the National Minority Quality Forum and the Faith Health Alliance. So we got some national hitters that are coming to try to bring this information. There's an African proverb that says, "A man who hides his disease cannot be cured."
That's good.
And
so you got to know so that you can get healed.
You got to get healed, and you got to know early. We come to the
early
table.
Detection is important.
There's so many barriers to African American health outcomes. As you see, the national runner, who you would think had the best of insurance, just died giving birth at home because of mistrust of going to the hospital. That she was going to have a home birth because she did not trust the hospital system. And so we have some things that we will be discussing. The elephants in the room. We're going to talk about the myths. We're going to talk about the mistrust, the misinformation, disinformation. And like I said, my people perish from lack of knowledge. They say that you should seek knowledge or wisdom as if it was silver. And I tell people, come out and get this information. Seek it like you just lost your cell phone. You know how you look when you've lost that cell phone?
You're frantic.
You're going back to people's houses. You're going back to the store. Seek this knowledge and the information, and the entire day is free. The breakfast is free. The luncheon is free. The information is free. And so we have to be well informed in order to save the next generation. As we
Awesome.
change our habits and start to change the norm of how we look at health, then we change our family's health. We've
Yeah.
changed our future's health. And right now in South Carolina, we lead the nation in most health disparities,
Yeah.
and most of it
Absolutely.
being African Americans, diabetes. You know, if you're Black and have diabetes in South Carolina, the likelihood that they're going to start with a toe and a foot and then lower body extremities from diabetes in South Carolina, the highest zip code in South Carolina and in the nation that's in the top 3 is 29203
Wow.
for
That's
lower
right
body
here. Right
extremities
here
and
for you.
diabetes. So we'll be talking about those things. We'll be talking about sexual health, mental health, emotional health, health disparities. And so Dr. Bell, if you've ever listened to his radio show, Closing the Gap in Health Disparities, he is knowledgeable, personable, funny, and he has dealt with his own set of health challenges. So there will be personal testimonies. And it just gives people a chance to talk with the doctor and
Yeah.
not have to worry about a copay.
Yeah, yeah, and get the information that they need in a relaxed environment. This is
Right.
great.
Yeah.
It's the Men's Health Summit going on at Trinity Educational Center. It's Saturday, June 24th. Registration starts at 9. The program starts at 10. Continental breakfast, lunch, door prizes, and of course, as Vivian said, such great information and resources, physically, mentally, emotionally, to help you, men and families, with your health. So listen, right quick, what else is going on at Trinity Educational Center? Because I know that you all have, not only this event, but you've got some computer classes and some other things going on. Can you tell us how people can get
Well, we
involved?
just are launching in the Trinity Education Center under the direction of Kurt Shields, Project Hope, which is a program for youth for the summer that they will. It's to exercise, good sleep, good diet. Those types of things are imperative to good health outcomes. So through Project Hope, we will be taking youth to 6 of the state and federal parks throughout South Carolina so that they can walk, they can tour.
That'd be
They will
great.
also get to sit in and have conversations with what we call forest rangers and forestry people, because the Department of Forestry, there's a disproportionate misrepresentation of African Americans within their staffing. And so they're actively trying to recruit more African American into the Department of Forestry, which are fantastic opportunities and
Yeah.
careers. And they're also having computer classes here for seniors and adults. On Tuesday, we have the Social and Emotional Wellness Forum for senior citizens. That's from every Tuesday from 11 to 1. Right now, we're up to about 60 to 70 seniors every Tuesday here. We also just started this morning the first, and they'll be at 10 a.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and at 6 p.m. we're having Zumba classes.
Oh, that'll
So
be
that
great.
we can get people. Yeah, we had the first class this morning. So we have Zumba classes. We have a program called Blooming Minds, which is a tutorial for children over the summer to make sure that they are up to speed when school starts, that you don't let the summer go by and
Yeah.
all they do is play on video games,
Yeah.
that they are
Awesome.
prepared. So that's called Blooming Minds that we have. And then our health and wellness ministry, which I co-chair with Wilhelmina Matthias, we will be bringing things throughout the year. We will be having our breast cancer events and walks. We'll be having our World AIDS Day event. We'll be having health fairs. And we also, one of the things that irritates me the most is when people make the phrase post-COVID. This is not post-COVID. COVID is not over. We're still in the midst. And so flu season will be coming again soon in the spring. And so to make sure that people who have not finished getting their vaccinations, have not been vaccinated, have not been boosted, almost all of the deaths or severe hospitalization or severity of illnesses from COVID is from people that are not vaccinated.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
And African Americans, and particularly African American children, we are falling way behind the national and the state average in ethnic groups that have been vaccinating their children. Our children are at risk, and we are not stepping up to the plate and increasing the rate of vaccinations of flu and COVID for our children going in. So we'll have that coming forward. We'll be having mammograms done here. We'll have a whole lot of health things going on, and we'll be discussing those things on June 24th. If people want to come out, tour our facility, see what all is going on here at Trinity Baptist Church. Pastor Bowens has us jumping. He has become a health advocate. He's aging, so he's understanding the benefits of good health. He attended the National Minority Quality Forum Health Summit in Washington, D.C. just recently, because that was started in 1998 by Dr. Gary Puckering, and it's really a health brain trust. It's a think tank, really, of the best researchers and scientists and pharmacists and Congress people. Congressional Black Caucus is there. The big pharma is there. The doctors are there, and the purpose is to bring about health equity and to close the gap in health disparities for the African American and other minority communities.
Well, you guys are certainly doing that over at Trinity Educational Center. Vivian Clark Armstead has been telling us about all of the amazing things that are going on at Trinity. You can see the information to contact them on the screen. Everything from mammograms to computer classes to Zumba classes to programs for the kids. And of course, Saturday, June 24th, it is the Men's Health Summit that is open to anyone, male or female.
Free. All we ask is that you register through looking on Tre's site and do the barcode, or you can call the Trinity office and talk with Reverend Barry and Henderson and register for the 24th.
Awesome. Vivian, thank you so much for joining us today for all of this wealth of information. I'm going to have you as a co-host on the show, girl, because you can go. Thank you again so much for joining us, honey.
Thank you for helping us. You have helped us get the word out, and you work with Trinity and the Tech Education Center as our marketing and PR person, compensated and non-compensated, because
well, it's been my pleasure.
We can call you up and say, Tre, we don't have no money, we need some help, and she'll say, what do you need?
Right. Exactly.
So we thank you.
Don't tell everybody that, but
okay. You gotta eat too, y'all.
Thank you again so much for joining us. Thank you for all that you guys do over at Trinity. Again, you can see the information on the screen. Please contact them for more information, and don't forget to go out on the 24th to their men's health event. Vivian, thank you again so much for joining us. I appreciate you, beautiful.
Thank you, darling. God bless.
Thank you. Same to you. All right. So you see the information. You've got the directive. They got a lot going on at Trinity Educational Center for kids, for males, for females, for seniors. So please contact them for more information. So listen, if you have a story or initiative that can help someone cope, email booking@copingwithtretailer.com. You can see that information on the screen too. If you have a product or service that can help someone cope, please email copingwithtretailer@gmail.com. We would love for you to be a proud sponsor, just like all of our sponsors. Coming up, our inspirational moment. That's next on Coping. I'm Tre Tailor.
Computers, they're a part of our everyday lives. But when they're not working, they're an everyday problem. So call Computers Unique, your everyday solution. 803-351-5821. Is your computer running slow? Won't turn on? Do you need a screen replaced? Or maybe you just need another computer? Well, Computers Unique is your one-stop shop for all your computer needs. They have a wide variety of new and pre-owned PCs, Macs, and tablets. So call Computers Unique, Dutch Square Mall. 803-351-5821. 803-351-5821.
Hi, I'm Tre Tailor, and we're always coping with something, but God is always with us. Here's the devotional for today. I love you, God says, for who you are, not for what you do. Man, that's good. Many voices vie for control of your mind, especially when you sit in silence. You must learn to discern what is my voice and what is not. Ask my spirit to give you this discernment. Walk closely with me in each moment, listening for my directions and enjoying my companionship. Refuse to let other voices tie you up in knots. My sheep know my voice and follow me wherever I lead, because I'm always there. That's your devotion for today. I'm Tre Tailor.
Coping, find peace of mind to survive through whatever. Coping, learning the way that we thrive all together. Coping, finding out what's real. Coping, we can heal, we can heal, we can heal. Coping with stress, coping with strife, bringing hope for success, for improving our life. Coping beyond hoping to do more than survive, ways to live a healthy life. Coping and promoting, learning what you can do, 6 ways to a better you.